What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back at the Black Gold Barndominium, and we're going to do another update for you guys. We got some special things in treat for you today because we are installing Trusscore in the garage. So we're going to be showing you guys some of the techniques for installation that we've got going on there. Pretty much removes the possibility of having to do sheetrock. Got some other things that we're going to be sharing with you about that product. But this is the back porch, guys. We have, last time I was over here, we did an update. This was all still not finished. We had the masonry guys here and they were finishing up on some of the stonework. All that's done. There's been a lot of progress going on the inside. So we'll probably do a little bit of sneak peek of what's happening there. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get it going.
So today we're going to be installing this Trusscore product here, starting with this head trim here that you're going to put, and you're going to basically put this perimeter around ceiling and walls everywhere you're applying the Trusscore. And this basically is what's going to hold it up against the wall because it's an interlocking system. We're starting here with the head trim. You apply this stuff just similar to sheetrock, where you would do your ceiling and then your walls. And the reason you do that is because you can butt your ceiling up tight against all your exterior walls and then butt your wall tight up to it. And it gives you a kind of a cleaner, more seamless connection there. So we're about halfway finished with the ceiling here. The guys got a couple more pieces to lay back there, and then we're gonna start on this other side of the garage here. And you know, once we finish this side, we're gonna also jump on starting this this sidewall here to the right of me and start seeing some of that slat board come in, so that'll be cool. One thing I wanted to touch on is with the nail flange here, when you're fastening this stuff, when you tighten those screws down, you don't want to torque it way down. You want to leave a little space for expansion. You know, as the temperature changes, this is a PVC-based material, so just the different materials here, any movement in that, you want to allow for that, some tolerance in there.
So here we are. This is our 2,500 square foot great room. You guys were here with us last time on the last video. We talked about this beautiful, huge isochrone fireplace. The masonry team was here finishing up on all of that and installing the hearth last time we were here, which is really awesome. Also, our guys had just started doing some of this trim material that we're using up on the top, which is a tongue and groove pine that we used here for the ceiling underlayment area. And you can see all of these bump up areas, whether you call them dormers or what, they're on both sides. It really has a nice feel to it symmetrically. And we've got some more natural light coming in there off the top. Big thing that we've been doing is trim carpentry. So you can notice around all the doors and windows that we have our trim that's going in. Pretty basic there, but we also have countertops that just went in. We've got a quartz countertop. We've got a cooktop that'll go here. Cabinets are in place. That wasn't all here last time. So this is a huge setup that we got going here for the kitchen. This is really cool, guys. These are beautiful windows that we've got here. Check it out. This is gonna be cool with the little bar top here that looks out on our finished fireplace back there. This all flows. We've got a big refrigerator cabinet here. It's gonna be one that sets in. And then check out this pantry. Let me show you all this real quick. So here in the pantry, you can see this is gonna have some pretty cool little floating shelves between cabinet space. We got more of that countertops that's going in on both sides, kind of a big butler's pantry here. Not a lot of walk-in space, but all that you need here for this setup, and a lot of upper cabinet storage too in this space. So some really nice touches. We do have a walkout pantry that goes to the outside, so I'll be able to kind of use this to flow in and out off that back porch. And as we come in to the other areas, we'll show you some of these completed areas for the entryway. So right off of the great room, this is pretty neat. This is going to be a wine room or cooler area. I believe all this is going to be enclosed. And a lot of trim that we did not only was in the great room area up on this gable side, but we have it all throughout here for this very large entryway. You can see we got it all down this wall, and we got these stately front doors. Pretty amazing. We got a coat closet right here. We got a guest bathroom right here. And as we come down the hallway, I want to show you at least one of these bedrooms so you can see some of the progress that we've been able to make through here. So right off the hallway, we have cabinets here, which are on both sides. So we're going to have kind of double of everything, actually quadruple of everything, because we have it all duplicated on this side as well. So overall, 4 bedrooms, all pretty much duplicate in size. We've got this neat little mud bench area. It's going to have this upper spot here. So each room has its own little mud bench built in. That's pretty sweet. And here you can see some of the countertops have gone in here as well. We've got tile, so we have a shower on one side, toilet, and then we got barn doors going in here to kind of cover all this off, give some privacy for these rooms. Got a little bit more hardware to put on this. And you're starting to see up on the ceiling areas why all the holes and stuff were in here last time, because we got a lot of speakers and lights. And then we got a closet here, but each room has its own Mastercraft slider door, which these are pretty cool, guys. Instead of having your window, this is like you have a slider door. So that's a neat touch. So since the last time we were here, we also had our railing done and all of our millwork done for the stairs. And you can kind of get an idea what this is going to look like. This is iron. And we had a team come out here actually do the install on all this. Looks really, really nice. So it goes all the way down into the basement and all the way up into the bunk room areas. But let me show you the laundry room. I guess this is more of a utility type area. They're going to be used for additional storage. They're going to have some shelf space over here. It's kind of like a big, large mud bench area or drop zone. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what they do here. And we've got refrigerator set in. It's going to go right here too. A lot of upper cabinets. And you can see instead of doing typical like backsplash, they're doing the countertop extended. You'll have your washer and dryer right here, and this will have a door that leads off to the back porch too. Porch goes all the way around the house. So we're here in the garage installing Trusscore. Super excited about this. It's a 3,100 square feet of footage roughly of all wall area and roof for the ceiling space. To get started, we had to kind of pick a pattern of how we wanted to lay out slat board and wall board. So if you guys aren't familiar with Trusscore, you got a couple different types of products. We've got a flat board that overlays with each other, and then we've got a slat board. So the slat board is for organizational, hardware baskets, all these kind of things that you can do. And it's universal with all of your accessories that work with your typical slat board materials. I've used this product early on, quite a few years ago. I actually put it in a car wash for the ceilings. It's a real popular product they use in those areas. It's completely got the shingle over style. So these boards come in 20-foot sections. They're 16-inch by 20 foot. And then the slat boards come in 8-foot sections. So you are going to have some seams. So you need to organize however you're going to lay out where your seams are going to fall. One of the things that we're doing right now is we're working on this final wall. You'll notice that I've got a little bit of this area is already covered. They're pulling a couple of boards off. We had one that was damaged, so we're going to replace it right now. But you can see I've got zip system behind this wall because this separates my living quarters. And the wall that they're working over here is not an exterior wall, it's an interior wall. But the rest of our outer shell has the zip system. So you do need to consider that. You don't need drywall. You can have your insulation, but you do need to have an air barrier or a moisture barrier, some type of vapor barrier on the outside to protect moisture from coming in your wall. Now it does have the shingle style, so you can spray it off, rinse it off, all these kind of things. It's washable, which is really nice if you're trying to set it up for kennels and things like that for maybe your dogs. We are going to be doing a dog kennel on another property where we'll be laying that out. It's going to be kind of interesting what we do there. So we'll be showing you guys in upcoming episodes ahead on a different project. But we thought, hey, this is a good opportunity to maybe do this here in this setting for the garage. Because you guys know at the Black Gold Barndominium, we've got a huge barn, but this is just more of a typical garage setup. This is sort of like laying out vinyl siding or maybe even vinyl plank flooring. Basically, this is going to overlap and it locks in just like that. So there is a shingle style method that's being used here as well, making it completely sealed off. But you can kind of see how that pops in place, and then you can take it right off. Now, you guys know that when you lay a flooring or you put any kind of vinyl product, this is a PVC product. So we did have to set it in here, let it acclimate for at least 24 hours. So we do that. You kind of bring it into the space, let it acclimate. And of course, this is open to the climate anyways on this particular one. But if you're installing a flooring that's like vinyl or wood or any of these kind of things, that's a typical practice with any kind of materials that you install. So for the wall and ceiling board or flat board, this product, I really like this for a lot of coverage, and it interlocks well too. You can see it shingles in like that, and it really folds in there. So again, once it's connected, it's got a really good seal there, and it works good for the shingle method, like on your walls, but this goes well up here on the ceilings. And I think this is a good product. You can see the durability, the design in there, the strength. So I guess you could say this is similar to like your FRP materials that we use a lot of times in commercial application. But the difference is you got more material here than like you would with your FRP. Your FRP would be glued to the wall. It takes a lot. You have to have a back surface like sheetrock or something that's already there. And this is like an all-in-one product. So it replaces the need for sheetrock. You also have a finished product when it's done. So as you can imagine the time that it would take to do sheetrock, tape, float, texture, and then painting, this you screw on the wall and it's done. And so for that reason, I would say, like, even if we spent the same amount of time installing this that we could sheetrock, it's still got to be painted and you got money involved to do that. So that's just some of the benefits for using a product like this. The advantages as well is the organization work that we can get out of it. So I'm really liking it. I think we could find a lot of good uses for this. We'll be showing you guys the finished product as well when we come back and do the tour, and we'll show you how all this turned out on the final. So it'll be something to see. Appreciate you guys following along. I'm Josh Helm, wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching. Texas Best.